Hello guys, in the last video we have seen how object is created and its surrounding information like object and instance and immutable objects and mutable objects. This concepts we understood. In this video we are going to discuss about constructors, a new topic. Constructors. First we have to understand a few points about these constructors. Right sir, first of all, what exactly the meaning of the constructor? Constructor is a Java feature. It can be used to construct object. Constructor is a Java feature. It can be used to construct objects. To create objects, we are going to use constructors. Constructors are required. Clear? Next one is in object creation process. As part of creating object, what exactly the job of the constructor? In object creation process, what exactly the job of the constructor? Right sir. In object creation process, the job of the constructor is to provide initialization or initial values to the objects. Initial values to the objects. In object creation process, the job of the constructor is to provide initial values to the objects. Whenever we are creating object, then immediately we have to provide first values inside the object. To provide that first values, JVM will take which one? Constructor. Inside the constructor, if any first value is identified, then that value will be stored inside the constructor. Next one, after that, in a Java applications, at what time constructors are going to be executed? At what time constructors are going to be executed inside the Java applications? In a Java applications, constructors will be executed exactly at the time of creating objects. At the time of creating objects. In Java applications, objects are that means constructors are executed exactly at the time of creating objects. Here itself I am giving clarity now. Not before creating object, not before creating objects, and not after creating objects. Exactly, constructors are executed exactly at the time of creating objects. That is what exactly the point about which one they know, constructor execution. In Java applications, constructors are executed exactly at the time of creating objects, not before creating object and not after creating objects. Next one. In Java applications, how we are able to utilize constructors in Java applications there? Of course, it will be executed exactly at the time of creating object, that's okay. But how we are going to utilize these constructors in Java applications? In Java applications, we are able to utilize constructors. In Java applications, we are able to utilize constructors to provide initializations to the class level variables and especially instance variables. In Java applications, to provide, that means we are able to utilize these constructors to provide initializations to the class level variables. In other words, instance variables. To provide initializations for the instance variables, we are able to use which one? Constructors. This is the main utilization of the constructors clearly. Next one, another thing is which one? In a Java applications, constructors names must be same as the respective class names. In Java applications, constructors names must be same as the respective class names. Class name and constructor name must be same. This is mandatory. Okay, fine. Next one is, in Java applications, constructors are not allowing return types. Constructors are not allowing return types, including void also. No. Even void is not returning any value, but still void is also be not allowed to the constructors there now as a return type now. So here itself we can identify the difference between method and constructor. Constructor is not having return type, but whereas methods are having which one? Return type. Return type is mandatory in the case of method syntax, but in the case of constructor syntax, return type is not available, not existent, must not be provided. Return type must not be provided in the case of constructors, but return type must be provided in the case of methods. This is another point here. Next one is, after completion of this, in Java applications, constructors are not allowing the access modifiers like in Java applications, constructors are not allowing the access modifiers like static, final, abstract, and so on. In Java applications, constructors are not allowing the access modifiers like static, final, abstract, and so on. But scope related access modifiers are allowed. Like which one? They're public, protected, default, and private. The scope related access modifiers we are able to provide. So the point is which one? In Java applications, constructors are able to allow the access modifiers like public, protected, default, and private. These access modifiers are allowed inside our which one? They're constructors. Then after that, to handle the exceptions, to bypass the exception from present constructor to the caller of this constructor, to bypass the exceptions, constructor is able to allow throws keyword as part of this syntax. So in a Java applications, constructors are able to allow throws keywords to bypass the generated exception from present constructor to the caller. In Java applications, constructors are able to allow throws keyword to bypass the generated exception from present constructor to the caller exception. That means caller method or maybe caller constructor is available. To bypass the exception from present constructor to the caller, here we are having throws keyword, that we are able to use throws keyword directly. Right, sir, understand it. What are the various points here we discussed? We understood about this constructors now. Very first point is which one? Constructor is a Java feature. It can be used to construct the objects. In a Java object creation, in object creation process, the job of the constructor is to provide initial values to the objects. While creating objects, if you want to keep any data, first data inside the object, there we have to use which one? Constructors. In Java applications, constructors are executed exactly at the time of creating objects, not before creating object, not after creating object, exactly at the time of creating object, automatically constructor will be executed. In Java applications, we are able to utilize constructors to provide initializations to the class level variables. In Java applications, we are able to utilize the constructors to provide initializations to the class level variables. Class level variables, nothing but which one? Instance variables. To provide initializations for the instance variables, we are having constructors. Alright, sir. Point number 2 and point number 4, both are almost the same. In general, inside the object, instance variables are going to be stored. Okay, which variable values are going to have initial values there? Instance variables are having initial values inside the object. And in the fourth point, what I given there now, to provide initializations for the instance variables only, we are able to have which one there now? That means constructors. We are going to utilize these constructors to provide initializations to the class level variables. In Java applications, constructors names must be same as which one? The respective class name. Class name and constructor name must be same. In Java applications, constructors are not allowing return types. Return types are not allowed for the constructors. Return types are allowed for methods. Syntactical difference between method and constructor is which one? Constructors are not going to have return types, whereas methods must have which one? Return types. In Java applications, constructors are not allowing the access modifiers like which one is static, final, abstract and so on. This type of access modifiers are allowed, not allowed inside the constructor. In Java applications, constructors are able to allow the access modifiers like public, protected, default and private. In Java applications, constructors are able to allow the access modifiers like public, protected, default and private. Scope related access modifiers are allowed, no problem here. But like static, final, abstract, this type of things are not allowed for the constructors. In Java applications, constructors are able to allow throws keyword to bypass the generate exception from present constructor to the caller. In Java applications, constructors are able to allow throws keyword to bypass the generated exception from present constructor to the caller kernel. Maybe the caller may be normal Java method or it may be another constructor. But whatever the exception here which are generated in the present constructor, to bypass that exception to the caller, here we are going to use which one they know, this constructor directly. These are the various points about which one they know constructor. Next one is what exactly the syntax of this constructor know. Syntax of the constructor is very clear. Access modifier, that we have to provide access modifier. Next one is directly class name. Now here we are able to provide which one they know, param list. Then after that throws exception list. Now inside this body we are going to write a set of intersections. Access modifiers, class name, param list, throws exception list. Here we are getting these points. Right, sir. Now here what we want to do there after this, I want to check the syntax here and simple example also be here we want to provide. Simple as per the syntax, no? Simple, very simple example here we are going to see there. Now for example, this is class A. Simple thing, this is class A. Now for example, int I semicolon int j semicolon, here we are having these were which one, class level variables and instance variables. I want to take a constructor. Now here we have taken, this is constructor body. Inside this constructor body I want to provide I is equal to 10 and j is equal to like 2 things I provided. I is equal to 10, j is equal to 2, that we provided. Next one is I want to provide different methods. What are the various methods here I want to provide here? Now here I provided constructor. Initially variables I specified here. Now this is which one, constructor. Now then after that here what we want to do there, I want to provide different values. That means different calculations here I want to perform. Public void add or else. Now I want to return which one here, int add. Now inside this here what we want to do there, int result is equal to I plus j, then after that return result semicolon. Add method here I provided. Next one, public int sub. Now inside this here what we are going to do there, int result is equal to I minus j semicolon return result. Next one, public int multiplication, int result is equal to I star j semicolon return result. That's completed. Class A here we have taken int I int j. This is exactly constructor. I is equal to 10 and j is equal to 2. Public int add into result is equal to I plus j, return result. Public int sub into result is equal to I minus j, return result. Public int mul into result is equal to I star j, return result. Now I'll go for class test. Public static void main string array args. Now inside this I want to call all these methods. A small a is equal to new a object I created. This is syntax of creating object, we know already. As part of creating object here we are calling constructor. A class constructor here we are calling. Now sys.out.println of add plus a dot add method here we are calling. Next one is sys.out.println of sub a dot sub method here we are calling. Sys.out.println of mul plus a dot mul multiplication here we are performing. That's it. Simple program. Class you have taken, two variables I have taken here. Now here constructor I have taken. This is a constructor. Inside this constructor I provided initialization for the class level variables. And three methods I have taken. One method is add, that means addition operation I performed. Another method is which one there no subtraction operation here I performed. One is which one here multiplication operation here we performed. Now insert this class test and public static void main string array args. A small a is equal to new a constructor and sys.out.println of add colon a dot add and a dot sub and a dot mul, all the operations here we called. Now let me access this one. I want to save this under core Java, D drive core Java. Now it will be like which one there, tester.java. Now D drive CD core Java, Java C space tester.java, compiled successfully. Java, no, here we are getting some problem here, just wait. At the line number 18 we are getting the problem. Spelling mistake. Result compiled successfully, Java space tester. Here we are getting some output. 10 node 2 values here we provided, I value 10 and j value 2. Add is which one, 12, means that I plus j, that means 10 plus 2. Sub 10 minus 2, 8. Multiplication 10 star 2, 20. They are the values here we are getting directly. So this is basic awareness on which one there constructor and a simple program on the basis of the constructor. In this program I have utilized this constructor for providing which one, initialization for the class level variable. This is the utilization of which one, constructor. This is what exactly the utilization of which one, constructor, and a simple program on the basis of the constructors.